Hey vlog, this is an impromptu recording. I'm just heading home from a co-working get-together at Telfords warehouse in Chester. I know from other things that I've watched and read about vlogs and podcasts, they'll say that it can take like 10 to 20 different recordings until you really find your stride and really find your cadence. But I know from watching back previous vlogs that I've posted, I'm never reading from a script, but I usually have like a piece of paper with me with all the different points on there that I want to cover during the session. And I don't know, watching it back, it just doesn't sit right. I can almost feel my personality and passion being leached out really from the recording. So I've made the decision not to have notes of me anymore. I'd rather sacrifice maybe omitting 40% of the information if the remaining, say, 60% is me and my sort of authentic voice really coming across. So I've just come back from a co-working session. So I saw it advertised on Twitter, I think a local magazine, as I follow pretty much everything to do with Chester. A local magazine had retweeted it. I couldn't make it last week, but I thought I'd head along. And I definitely found it really useful, met some really interesting people. So it's just at Telfords warehouse. If you're not from Chester, it's like a bar. I'll often go there to watch bands play. But yeah, just between 10:30 and 12:30 on a Thursday morning, it's just been arranged as a shared space really for freelancers and people that will work from home. To go and work around other people. I know from other reading that I've done, I've heard about the importance of doing that really, rather than staying locked away in your room if you're working on something. So I thought I'd go along. So I was just coding away on everything Chester really, making it more mobile responsive. So as I probably mentioned in plenty of other episodes, I integrated Bootstrap a while ago, but it was still not fully mobile responsive really. It was there was a lot of overhang, and anyway, so I only had one more page left to do, the weather page, so that's what I've been plugging away at, and I thought I'm not going to go home until that's sorted. So it is sorted, and I'm about 5 minutes from home. But I met all different kinds of people. So Lucy that arranged it was also a web developer. She has more of a marketing background, so she has her own clients, and she just decided to put this on for people. And then the other lady that I was sitting next to was a freelance translator as well. So she had just got a fiction book published where she had translated from English into German. And there was other people that do like data visualization and data analysis. So yeah, it's a really, really good group of people. I'll certainly be going along next week or weekly when I can. But I'd say last week I was feeling pretty stressed or pretty anxious. I just felt like quite overwhelmed with my to-do list. So I'm always adding things to this to-do list, just working my way down it. And I just felt completely confronted with what seemed like this endless just list of things to do. So I decided to just take a break. I don't usually struggle with motivation at all and getting things done. It's usually the other way. I'm the other end of the spectrum, so I find it hard to switch off at the end of the day and forget about what I've been working on. So I was just finding, even though I'd said, right, I'll take a few days just to completely recalibrate, it wasn't really working for me. But then definitely cleared my head on the weekend. So I met up with a friend, Imogen, on Saturday. It started as a bit of a joke a few months ago. We're going to an event and she said, right, I'm going to make your beard all multicoloured for it. I was like, yeah, I'm up for that. Then it went, now we're going to give you a glitter moustache. Cool. And then it ended up being, yeah, I'm going to make you go full drag. So I was like, okay. But it was months away. But now it turns out it's this Saturday. So we had to go shopping for an outfit and things. And it's really hard to think about and ruminate on your to-do list when you're coming out of a changing room every 5 minutes in a different dress. It makes you a bit self-conscious. It's a bit of a state changer really, and gets you in the moment. And then later on, we practiced the makeup she'll be putting on me. So again, when someone's like this close to your eye with eyeshadow and things, and someone's almost pampering your face, it really gets you in the moment as well. And then once she had left, I just spent the evening watching some stand-up comedy. So I remember, I think it was RSD Tyler, he recommended one of the things to clear his head and really get in the moment is just to listen to or watch some stand-up comedy. So I just looked for some of the most distasteful, vulgar and horrific comedy comedians that I could think of, and they've sort of really shocked me into the moment as well. And then on the Sunday, I went for a humongous walk with another friend, Amy, from Mersey Swing, and we practically walked halfway across Cheshire. So it started as a walk with me, a little bit concerned that it might be a bit too far for her, but it ended up with her dragging me all the way from Chester along the river, which is where I planned on going. But then we added about another 15-20 miles onto the walk by heading all the way to Farndon, and then tried to just follow the river from Farndon back to Chester, but apparently you can't do that without getting into all kinds of bushes and prickly things and things spiking you. So you had to take a bit of a detour and head back. But all in all, it was about 25, 30 miles, something like that. Got back and we were kind of sneaking back to Hull, the suburb of Chester where I live, as that's where the dance usually is, and we'd been bunking class. But as we were heading back towards mine, where she had parked up, everyone from Swing was just leaving the Swing social and heading to the pubs for some post dance drinks. So we ended up being caught for not attending the Llewellyn Shag dance that night. I don't know who comes up with the names of these dances, swing dancing, shag. But yeah, so we joined them for some drinks as well in the local pub. And then I slept like a baby that night. Oh no, I had a bath first as well, because Imogen had bought me a bath bomb from Lush. I said I'd never been in Lush before, so she got me some bath bomb that makes all the water go bright pink. So yeah, by Monday I was thoroughly refreshed and ready to hit coding again, completely re-energized and revitalized. But yeah, as I'm being a bit more impromptu now and not reading from a script, I also need to think of a better sign-off as well, because I usually get to the end of the script, I'm like, right, that's the last point, and I'll just go, so see you then, and just sort of end. So I need to think of a good strap line to sign off on. But as I don't have one now, I'll just say, see you then.